Hello, thanks for tuning in today. We have got a great recovery video training routine that you can do. It's going to be really focused on upper back relief. You may be someone, you're doing a lot of workouts, you might have a lot of physical work that you do as an occupation, you might be at a desk a lot, you might be an athlete, you might be a mother or someone older that is constantly doing things and building up tension to the point where you might be getting headaches from it, you might be off balance, you're getting a lot of muscle cramps, neck spasms, back spasms in the lower back, mid back, around the neck. You also feel tender back here, like if you go back here and it feels sore, even your shoulder blades are sore. That is a really good sign that you need to do this workout right now. It's going to help, and we absolutely have to have tools. When we are doing things so much all the time, active, this, it builds up muscular tension. Remember, guys, we're human beings. We have to use our bodies to do things, and sometimes it's so overlooked to realize that everything that you do requires muscle activation. It doesn't matter if you're moving an arm, looking at a computer screen, everything we do. So it's critical that we recover, and that muscle tension, the only way to relieve it deeply is through massage. So foam roll is going to be the first tool that we need, and we also do need at least some kind of massage ball, whether it's a lacrosse ball, it has to be small, it could be even a golf ball. I have an actual massage ball with some little spikes on it. You guys can get these online, they're super cheap. Same with foam rolls, you don't have one, you need to get one. Every human being on this planet needs to get one, and I won't stop doing this until everyone does, because it's a critical, helpful tool for recovery. So what we're going to start with is the foam roller. We're going to really try to tackle some of those bigger muscles in the back, the traps, the shoulders, the mid-back, all right? And then we're going to go and target, and I'm going to show you techniques throughout this entire routine. That way you really understand how to tap into those different areas, how to get those certain muscle groups, right, and really feel some relief. You're going to notice it immediately. And the small ball is what we're going to do after, to really pinpoint and target certain areas, especially the traps, the shoulder girdle, back here, and the rhomboids and the lats. Those are ones that this will hit as a more broader massage technique, but we're going to really need the ball as well. We even sometimes use massage guns, which maybe we'll cover in another video. But for now, let's get rolling. Okay, I like to definitely use a mat when I roll. I'm going to show you from a side angle. So first thing is, I want you to go ahead and get onto the mat here, and then I want you to, first things, I just want you to stretch over here. Okay, I want you to stretch over that foam roll, work it up your back here and the mid back, and just bend back, okay? We're always hunched forward, desks, computers, phones, so let's go ahead and stretch that out a little bit. Good. And then from there, let's start with the lumbar spine, right? So what we're going to want to do here is actually tilt it. So when you're in the center of the foam roller, like this in the middle of the back, you're mostly on your spine, right? We want to hit the muscles. It's the muscles that are building tension. So we have to roll to the left a little bit off of our middle spine, and then you're going to feel that muscle tension right there. And that's actually called the quadratus lumborum. This muscle back here that runs the spina erectors, that also runs right there. Okay, so we're trying to really target those spinal erector muscles. But the way that we do that, as you notice from this angle, I'm actually side. So this is centered, I'm to the side, I'm on those muscles now, and then what you're doing is you're going to pinpoint pressure that muscle. Roll up a little bit, roll down it. Feel if you really put your weight on it. That's how you're going to relieve that tension, okay? By putting your weight back on it. So I'm using one arm to support myself here. I don't feel it as much in my lower lumbar spine, where I really feel it's kind of in that midsection, right kind of below the rib line. And that's good where we want to hit that. So you want to hold that, get those muscles relieved, and then you're going to switch sides, right? So don't come too far up where you're getting on your ribs, right? Once you're on your ribs back here, there's a sweet spot where there's really no muscles there. So the goal here is keep it, like right now I'm really on more of a sweet spot on my ribs, so you don't want to, that pain you're feeling might be your ribs, right? You're kind of crushing your ribs between the mat and your body weight. Get the muscle, right? It's a one targeted pinpoint area. It's right outside the left and right of that middle spine on your lower back. That's your spinal erector muscles. And that's pretty much what keeps you upright all the time, right? And especially if you're someone that's bending over a lot, or you're at a desk a lot and you're kind of hunched forward or leaned forward, those muscles are getting worked constantly all the time without any break. And it will build a lot of tension and stress down there, and that's what is a really big cause of lower back pain, right? It's muscle tension. A lot of that stuff can be fixed up front before it gets worse. What ends up happening is when muscle tension turns to more chronic muscle tension and you don't take care of it and you neglect it and you think a little stretch here and there is going to do something, it does not. And then once over a longer period of time, and it depends person to person, lifestyle, body types, etc., stress levels. Some people, it could happen in 3 months where they start getting more of a joint problem. They start more of a spinal cord problem, where it might be more severe, where you have to go see specialists like chiropractors. Or you have to potentially, maybe even if it really gets really bad, go get a surgery, right? So do this to avoid that and keep yourself healthy for longer. Okay, so now what we're going to do, same thing from here. You're really not going to be able to target a whole lot of muscles when you're in the middle of your back here, right in the middle of the spine with the foam roller. You will feel, if you're tight and if you have a lot of tension there, you will feel. What I like to do is I don't keep my arms down here, because what that actually does is it shuts off muscles. What I'm doing is I'm lifting my arms up. So when I do this, what I end up actually doing is opening up my shoulder girdle back here, and that opens up all those muscles now that are constantly working to get the pressure relief from the foam roller. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping my arms up, my head here, and I'm rolling right up the center of my spine. And you're not going to feel it on your spine, the tension, right? We're going to try to stay off that. Where you're going to keep it, where you're going to feel it, is mostly in the muscles. So now when you're center, what I want you to do is lean. See that small movement and that tiny movement? Here I'm centered, right? Full 100% center. And now I'm leaning to the left to get all those muscles, the trapezius muscles, the rhomboids, and really use the foam roller on the left side here of your spinal cord to really get those muscles relieved, okay? So notice how I'm keeping my arm up, keeping that shoulder girdle open, okay? And I'm just sitting on those muscles, because that's what they need. They need the pressure relief. And just control your breathing nice, just like this. And there's no rush here, especially, I know this might feel like, oh, okay, the workouts are always timed. There's an interval, but when it comes to massage relief, massage recovery, there really is no dedicated time of, okay, I need to stay in this position for this amount of time, rest. It's about where you're starting to feel that tension break up, right? When you first get on that foam roller, it's probably hard and tight and sore and it hurts. But as you continue to stay on it and apply that pressure to the muscles, they should get better and better. It should become less sore, less tense. And see, as I'm doing what I'm doing here, is I'm now just very slowly, I'm staying, all the pressure's on my left side here. I'm keeping my arms up, really opening up that girdle to hit all the muscles. And I'm just slowly feeling, right? You use this foam roller and slowly just come up and down, feeling that muscle tension relief, right? If you feel a spot where it's really extra sore, I want you to stop. I want you to stop, hold that pressure right on that area, because a lot of times when muscles are working, they're working, right? They're contracting, expanding, contracting, expanding, contracting, expanding. What that actually ends up doing is cause muscle knots, muscle layering, right? And adhesions occur, which are basically buildup of those fibers in one specific area where there's a lot of contracting. And that ends up causing a lot of soreness and pain because the muscles do not become fluid anymore. They kind of stick to each other and they get sticky. Especially diet is actually a large part of that as well, like inflammation. So the goal of that pressure is to pinpoint it. That's why we use this ball soon, because what we're going to do is we're going to find those spots even deeper and just hold that pressure on one singular spot. Like we're going to try to find those adhesions in our upper back and our traps and shoulders, and we're going to release them. We're going to release them with pressure, and it's going to allow those muscles to move much more fluidly. Okay, one thing we don't do as well is we never foam roll on our upper neck and upper spine. Okay, we don't get up that high. Okay, at that point, we use this. We do not put pressure on our cervical neck. Anything basically from that C7, the C7 on your neck, as I'll show you here in a second, is normally the muscle is the vertebrae that sticks out. So your C7 is right, but you can actually feel it. It's the one that sticks out the most. That's your C7. So that's what connects your cervical spine up to your head to your thoracic spine, which is your midsection, and lumbars are lower. So we never foam roll higher than the C7, right? Because that's just going to actually cause much more nerve damage pressure than it could any actual muscle relief. So again, I'm still on this left side, and I want you to take your time, okay? Keep your hands up, and I want you to really apply the pressure. Sometimes you can even foam roll across in a small movement, right? This is not a big movement. We're not going and jerking around. This is very small. You're moving your body from left to right. You can even go really far over to the left more to try to get more of the outside region of your shoulders here and foam roll it out. For me, my lats, so this would be how you would foam roll your lats now. So from here, you notice I'm directly now on my side. That's where the lats are. My arm is extended, and it's pretty much all that muscle right on the outside of your armpit. If you're someone that is training a lot in the gym or bodybuilding or certain sports or activities, your lats could be an area that are really, really tight. So what you're going to do is you're going to stretch out your arm. You're going to stretch that arm out to open up all those muscles and now sit onto that, okay? You're going to apply the pressure there, and then from here, use your leg to foam roll those muscles, okay? Just like that, and you can come across. Remember, we're not trying to foam roll on any of the actual joints, right? Feel where there's the dense muscle. This kind of comes into knowing your anatomy a little bit more and getting that pressure relief. You can hold it here. Okay, take your time, really hold it. Mine ends up being usually more on my shoulder girdle, so my lats are not that sore. It's usually my shoulder girdle. So I'm going to come back more towards the center. And you can also use your head as a tripod to take tension off of your neck, trying to hold it up. Okay, bring that arm up. Feel where you have that tension here and hold it. Good. I'm going to take a breather here soon. A lot of times if you're someone that has a lot of tension and you can't bear the pain, your pain tolerance is hitting its threshold, it's actually a good moment to stop. So if you are at a 9 out of 10 or even almost like an 8 out of 10, like hard and tough, and this is extremely painful, I want you to take this in intervals, right? Take this in intervals of 30 seconds to a minute. where you're on the pressure for a little bit and then you come off, okay? Because you don't want to be in pain the entire time you're doing this, right? This is supposed to be helpful. So let's go ahead, let's come over and let's get on that right side. You'll feel a difference. Like I honestly, my left shoulder is much more loose right now than my right. So this is awesome, and it's going to loosen up even more when we really target the upper traps with this. So same thing now. We've already done our lower spinal erectors. Now I'm going to start here. See my arms up. Those muscles are extended, and I'm going to feel where I need some pressure relief. So right here I feel it. We're going to go ahead and just sit there. Roll it out. Take your time. Feel that pressure point. Get it to release. Good. Sometimes your legs are going to get tired from having to do this on a foam roller. That's okay, that's just a part of the job. That happens, right? It's easier if you know, obviously, maybe go to a massage therapy place or somewhere where you're lying on a table, full body relaxed, everything's relaxed and you're able to relieve tension, but that is a more expensive option. This is something that you can do on your own, in your own house, in the gym, an apartment, wherever, and it's not going to cost you any money. Okay, but if you're at an intensity level where you may do this several times and you are not feeling a difference, that may be the time where you need to go see a specialist like a massage therapist that can really work on you specifically with hands in certain ways that are going to provide that relief that you need. So if you guys ever have questions about that, talk to us as trainers, right? We're going to really understand the human body at a deeper level than anyone else on this planet. So if you're having these issues, maybe you're doing this workout, it gave you some relief, but it came back very quickly, all that tension or tightness or soreness, talk to us, give us feedback, and we'll be able to help you, right? We want the best for you and to make right decisions. We don't want to see you going places or spending money, seeing doctors or appointments or other people if you don't have to, right? We are usually the first line of defense on helping people, you know, really get their health back or get it on the right track or get in better physical shape and just taking care of ourselves. It's, you know, life is difficult. It's also amazing, and there's going to be lots of good days and bad days. There's going to be good stress and bad stress. There's going to be some days where you're having a lot of stress and a little bit of stress. So this is going to help you stay at your top of your game. See, notice here what I'm doing is I'm having a lot of pressure on my trap. What you can actually do is really try to pinpoint target it, even with the foam roll on a deeper surface, where I'm really, like, I'm almost upright, like glute bridging onto that and applying. It's very painful. If you can't bear the tolerance, just do it for a couple seconds and come off of it. But I can bear it. And then you can use your arm as assistance to move yourself and really get some of those muscles relaxed and get rid of all that tension. Just like that. Good. I feel it really right here in that shoulder girdle. So I'm just going to sit here. Take some deep breaths in. Good. It's already starting to feel better. Anyway, one thing you can do to try to notice is you can move your arm up and down and notice if it's less painful. See if that's working. For me right now, I can definitely feel that that's helped release some of that tension in there. So I'm feeling much better. That was good. I'm going to come a little bit more on the side. I'm going to hit some of this lat, hit some of the lats. This one's definitely tighter for me. One thing you'll notice too with tight lats a lot of times is your arms will come in more, like closer to your body, like this. And that's a really good sign that they are very tight, and you need to get them foam rolled out. Like me right now, my lats are tight, especially my right one. So I'm hitting it right now to be able to get that relief. You can come across it like that and try to keep as much weight as you can off of your shoulder joint and just on the muscle fibers. Especially with the shoulder muscles, they're much smaller than a lot of the back muscles, so you don't need to apply all your body weight. Keep yourself off a little bit, and you don't have to press super hard down in, because those muscles are a lot more touchy and sensitive, and pressure like this can also cause injury to those fibers. So you want to be a little bit more relaxed when you're hitting more of that actual shoulder. Just like that, good. You can even come over almost onto the side and roll some of that out. It really depends person to person and where you're feeling the most there. Oh, very good. Awesome. All right, I want you to come up with me. I want you to feel that out. Whew. That feels much better. You may even see some redness, right? You might, after this workout, when you take your shirt off, or, you know, ladies, if you're wearing a sports bra, then look at your shoulders from the back and see if there's a lot of redness. If there's a lot of redness back there, that's a very good thing. Redness is blood. That's literally what it is. And that's a beautiful thing, because adhesions are the muscle fibers, right? They're red, full of blood, and when we're releasing them through the foam roller, the massage ball, it's actually going to release all that dead blood that's not moving, that's stuck, and that's causing a lot of the soreness from the tight muscles. Relieving it is going to have that kind of side effect, which is a good thing. So, good. Now, we just really hit those. If you're feeling it, you want to hit them a little bit more, at least after the video. I'm just showing you more of a technique and a routine that you can do just by clicking this video and watching anytime you want with me, right? But if you want to come back and do more, do it, right? Get it to the point where you feel really good. There's no time limit, and do not rush this. Do not skip this, number one, and don't rush it. If you need more time in this relieving the tension, give it to yourself. It's just like working out. You're not going to build muscle rushing workouts or doing workouts halfway through, or half-ass or half energy, or not pushing yourself with weights. Muscles need tension and intensity and stress to grow and get stronger and bigger or leaner. Same with relieving them, right? When they're sore and tired, and that's just as important, right? So from now, what I want you to do is let's grab the lacrosse ball or the massage ball, whatever you have. Let's bring it up against the wall. And then what we're going to do here is you're going to take it, and I want you to apply it right on the middle part of your trap, okay? So if you want to check it out here, we're going to apply it here. We're going to roll it. Like I said, nothing above that C7. So right here is the C7. We're not going up in here, okay? If your neck in this area is extremely sore, then you need to have someone help you massage that. So that's an area that we do not use these tools at all, okay? It will cause nerve damage, pinched nerves in your neck. It is not okay to use these tools at all anywhere above the C7. So if you're having pain and tightness here, right, you can massage yourself like this. Absolutely, you can do it yourself. You can massage up here and get it done yourself. If you have a wife, have a husband, have a girlfriend, ask them to do it. And if they won't do it, give them my phone number and I'll call them and yell at them to do it, because you need to take care of each other, okay? If not, a family member, a friend, whatever it may be, but no tools above the C7, use yourself. But for now, we're gonna go here. We're starting here in that, exactly in the trapezius. We're gonna come across all the way to here. We're gonna come across this way, and then we're gonna come down the back and even a little bit onto the shoulder girdle here, okay? We're gonna do that each side, and take your time. I wanna do that with you. And you're gonna feel an immediate difference. So right now, I feel that completely differently than I feel the foam roller, and that's the point, right? Is that's what we need to do. And I want you to, the way that you apply pressure, push back, right? You see I'm leaning forward, less pressure, push back until you feel it. You have that, you should probably be about 7 out of 10 intensity as far as like, ow, this really hurts. You can come down a little bit. Like I said, the ball right now is probably about my C9 or 10. It's not all the way up yet. Once you get past this part here, right? This muscle that inserts is called your sternomastoid, I believe, right? It's a part of your traps and it runs up to your neck. Once you get to this muscle here, we do not go any higher with the tools, okay? So right now I'm coming on that. And then what you can do is you can turn into it like this, right? To really get the top part, this is where I'm hitting. To get that top part with this, you have to move your head a little bit and get it sunk in there. Ooh, right there. Ooh. Sometimes if you feel something kind of move in there, that's a good thing. Like it actually shifted. That was you hitting a muscle knot or an adhesion and it moving. It like breaking or something going on. That is a good thing. And I am blasting one myself right now. And everything that you want to tell yourself during one of these sessions is no pain, no gain, okay? I know it hurts. Take it at your own intensity. Don't go overbearing if you can't. Like you notice right now, I'm not really stopping. That's because I've foam rolled a lot. I've gotten more used to the pain, and also I do it more frequently, so I never have the buildup. I mean, if you're someone first time doing this, it could cause you a lot of pain, and you need to just take breaks as you need and give your body some rest, and then go back and do some more massaging. And then what you can do to get those muscles really activated and get that tension out is lift your arm up as you go. And all I'm doing now here is, like I showed you, is I'm taking that ball and I'm moving it to different areas and feel, right? Doing this is about feeling where it is. There's not some exact technique for everybody. Everyone's going to be a little different, so it's just about feel where you really have a lot of soreness and use that ball to hit it. Keep it there. Drive into it. Take some deep breaths. Get it gone. Excellent. Awesome. I'm not going to do much talking on the other side, so get some music on. You can just focus and relax doing that. can raise your arm up here. Open up deeper parts of that shoulder girdle. Find some tension. Good. Okay, guys, that wraps it up, okay? That's our upper body massage recovery routine. I'm going to do my other side, okay? But, guys, take as long as you need. If you need to go back, what I would do is, as you're seated here, get your other side done with the lacrosse ball. Stand up, move around a little bit, loosen back out, okay? Go back on the foam roller for a couple more minutes. Get some more out, and then stand up again. Shake it out, loosen up, see how you feel. If you need the ball again, go ahead and do that, okay? I wouldn't go longer than necessarily 45 minutes to an hour doing this entirely, right? But see how you feel, and try not to go immediately from this back into hours of activity of strength training or work, etc. Do this sometime. Really, the best time is before bed. The best time to do something like this are really late in the day or late in the afternoon. I mean, if you're feeling really bad, you could do it in the morning. It's better to obviously do it at some point frequently, often, but the most optimal time would be later on in the day or before bed when you're really ready to relax. So that way your body can reset with those muscles fully relaxed and then repair itself much better and more deeply. So until then, guys, make sure you recover. Hope you like this video. Let us know. Give us feedback about how you're feeling, how we can better help you. All right, take care.